Welcome to McCoy's Personal Information Manager. We're about to dive into Blade Runner gameplay. If you have no clue what the hell is going on, you probably missed the introductory video, which includes a notice of my zero tolerance policy on spoilers. Also includes the game's opening cutscene. There have been several switches set at the start. I don't know who all is a replicant. I also don't know how I'm going to be playing McCoy. We'll find out together. Let's load the game.
Find something?
Piece of chrome.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Bag it and tag it.
Now, I am playing a point-and-click adventure game here. When I first played this game, I was 10. I'm less than 2 weeks now from being 38. I have a lot of experience playing video games. We move the mouse over all pixels, and we interact with things. Let's make sure that my conversation choices are set to user choice. I don't need Ray McCoy making decisions for me. This is very movie-esque, but we're not playing a movie.
What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault. The shop's been thrashed. You ought to see this tiger cub they got in there. It's a goddamn tragedy.
How's old man Runciter holding up?
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
You'd feel the same way if they were your animals. How many perps?
At least 2. Bloody footprints all over the scene.
Must be a delightful sight. Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside. Abstract art. All over the walls and ceiling.
I never did appreciate art.
So per Dick's novel, it has been a long time since I read it, but I'll pull a little bit from my memory of it. A great, massive, post-apocalyptic war occurred. Obviously, the apocalyptic war, which results in a post-apocalyptic situation. The novel was written in the 60s. That was the theme at the time, compared to the movie's 1982 feel, creating the appearances that we know and love today. At any rate, as a result of the massive war, much of Earth is irradiated, and most animals are dead. Humans end up taking it upon themselves as a moral imperative to shepherd and safeguard animals, which is why AM, animal murder, not Allied Master Computer, is such a huge deal.
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
Good. You canvassed the area. We found a piece of chrome, not horse chrome, car chrome. And there's a fire hydrant here.
Scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant. Unless the city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
This game is forgiving with you finding all of the clues. You don't have to. You can still progress fine, just fine. I'll get what I remember, or what I rediscover over the course of gameplay. Let's head into Runciters.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
Runciter?
McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous act. She's the young girl who works for me.
She's responsible for all this mayhem?
No, of course not. It was 2 men acting in concert with her, obviously.
Obviously. What'd they look like?
Big and scary and absolutely malevolent.
Motives.
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First, I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron colt. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
A store like Runciter's is a huge deal. Animals are luxury goods. He's well off. He has a prominent position in society. You'd think he'd have some fucking security here, though. You want to protect your valuables. Yeah? Situation where he never thought it could happen to him. Lucy.
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for a short while. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be treated.
She got a desk? Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there. My precious one. She was my baby.
Referring to the tiger, not Lucy. We have a firm grasp of how Runciter feels about Lucy.
My
Over here.
Precious one. She was
Reference.
my baby.
See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment.
We will now wait for Runciter to walk over to his desk. Look for the reference. McCoy will walk forward a little bit. Runciter will have difficulty pathfinding over to McCoy to stand in the proper place to hand over the reference.
Here you are.
Okay, we need to move in a different spot then before I ask about
You
this.
got any discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Jinyens worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got a point at that.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
I believe this is the disc from last night.
Peachy.
So glad you walked forward a little bit there. Again, McCoy. Walk forward here. And we have some objects here lit up. I'd say it was easier to spot these now. It's easier to spot these now than it was back then on the CRT. But, it's also possible that I'm just better at video games. Then again, these do pop out different.
A toy dog.
Toy dog? What do we have down here?
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself. A candy bar. Yuck.
Yuck. Candy bar, gross. What's that? You have that made? Is animal product in that? It better not be. What is the button for that? F2? Is it F5? F6. There we go. Candy. Brown cow. Yuck. Or chopstick rackber.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
Our chrome debris. Graceful
Judging
footprints.
from the distance between the print.
Limping
judging from the
footprints.
About
The
30
officer
counts of
statement.
Scratches
Paint
and paint
transfer.
flecks.
She came
Reference
to me with a
letter.
reference. I'm absolutely certain.
Reference,
Everett was involved.
interview bits.
There's no.
Runciter's video that we gotta go review. And a toy dog. Our suspects, you know, we're working on it. We're working on it.
Well, isn't that cute?
Yeah. All right, let's get out of Runciter's.
I'm ruined. Totally ruined.
He might very well be.
It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft. The small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance.
All right, officer, what have you learned?
Find anything else out here?
This woman says she saw that kid who worked for Runciter hanging around with a big fat guy last week.
Find anything else out here?
This guy lives across the street. Says he heard a crash late last night. Looked out his window and saw a black sedan speeding away from the scene.
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho. Row actions inside.
Okay.
Abstract.
cool. Sometimes you get one report from the crowd, sometimes you get two. I don't recall any more than two. Let's hop into our spinner. We have some investigations to do. We can go to our apartment. We can go to the police station. We can head to Chinatown. We can head to Runciter's Animals. Let's head for the police station. And on this beautiful monolith looming over the cityscape. The cityscape, definitely Asiatic and not North American, with its structure and design. It really creates like an oppressive feel as you look around and go, wow, I'm so small and insignificant. Whereas you look at the wide boulevards and avenues of, say, a place like New York City and go, wow, this is so vast. Everything is so huge. I say this as someone who lives in a small city. The designs are definitely, the design differences are notable. Oh, the roof that we were on.
Laboratory.
Let's go to the lab.
Got anything new for me, Dino?
I was wondering when you'd show your mug around here, McCoy. We got the animal corpses from Runciter's, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
So, Runciter was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Animoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
They're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week.
Okay, sloppy cuts with a knife. Got it.
Anything else?
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head-on. And there ain't too many spinner drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
Anything else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runciter's is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Nice set of wheels.
It's okay, not what I call a classic.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
The novel and the film obviously have design differences and aesthetic appearances, and that would be due to the changes from the 60s, where the novel came out, to the 80s. Like, the different sort of feel that people had about economic fate and, you know, global politics. Geopolitics, one might say. The rise of Japan as a dominant power. I'm concerned about the waning influence of North America, United States in particular.
Mainframe and shooting range. Ground floor.
To the ground floor. I naturally didn't speak during the opening cutscene, and I won't call out all of the visuals, but the developers of this game must have been sick of watching the movie and referencing it so much in the design of all of these scenes. From the train station, police station, to this office, complete with the shade of the lamp right there. Goose is in.
Bryant go on permanent leave and you get full use of the office, Lieutenant?
You know the procedure. Dump it all in the mainframe upstairs and I'll read it later.
You got it.
Just wanted to comment so I could talk about that. Now, McCoy can run. You click multiple times, but you have to keep on it. Otherwise, you'll start to slow down. Turn the game into a clicker.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year by a whopping 26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised a tough new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
So specials, I can't recall whether they're even brought up in the film. It's been a while since I watched the film, too. Specials definitely come up in the novel, though, and they are irradiated people. They've been damaged physically and mentally. They're rendered sterile. Basically relegated to subhuman status here on Earth. Whereas purebloods like Ray McCoy have all of the wonderful prestige and privilege. And in the case of the novel, yearned to be free from Earth, while replicants wanted to pursue freedom on Earth and escape from the hells that they had in the off-world colonies and wars and situations. I think on the television, gives us a scoreboard, and this delightfully works in ScummVM. There's a shooting range. Deckard, doing great work, man.
Lucky Strikes, Crystal's brand. I knew she was spending a lot of time in the training maze these days, even though she'd already gotten close to a perfect score.
We got a door here to the Esper room. McCoy's got one in his apartment as well, but we're here. Let's use this one.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Hooray!
This woman says she saw that kid.
We got the crowd interviews.
Most of them were shot
We
point
learned about
blank.
the lab
Looking at
corpses.
some others, that black
And the paint
paint on the fire
transfer.
hydrant, it's from a ground car. The angle of impact was almost head on.
Look at
and there
how
ain't too
many
spin
damn
drives.
options
What's
there
needed to
are.
Smack a street level hydrant in VTOL mode.
It's a little overkill, this KIA. Our 3 suspects and the various clues attached to them. So the Esper. 3D manipulation of a 2D image.
Enhanceable images found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
This is going to be a homework assignment for all of you.
Runciter crime scene.
Naturally, you can't post your replies in the comments, as that would be spoiling. You could do the work at home. Play along. Here we have an image. We can scroll around, and we can zoom in and find clues, points of interest. Example, if I were to zoom in on Runciter here, zooms in, enhances, and we can try to zoom in even further to target something. But there's nothing of interest here for Ray McCoy. What do you think is of interest in here for us to zoom and enhance that may help us in our investigation? Give you a little bit more time to look. Again, play along at home, not in the YouTube comments. We'll pursue this next time. That's the first image. And the second image.
Runciter crime scene.
Here. Some possible things you'd already wish to zoom in on already. This is the scope of the image. We'll zoom in on this over here. Here, I'll reveal this as a detail. Oh. All right. There you go. Think about what you would want to see in the image. Put the images away. Walk on over to training.
Well, if it ain't Ray McCoy, Bryant finally let you play with the big boys.
My clearance come through?
You bet. You bring your piece?
Don't leave home without it.
Steele's been running the maze every other day for 2 weeks, and the targets are getting a little roughed up.
I thought Guza was going to requisition some new ones.
I ain't seen him down here in a month. Guess he's been busy.
Poor guy. I bet he gets all tuckered out from pushing those papers around.
And don't sell him short, McCoy. Gouza could be one tough hombre. I remember when we worked Vice together. He poured acetone on 2 pimps that gave us some lip and lit a match. I'll tell you, it looked like the goddamn 4th of July out there.
Peachy.
Some extra information on Gouza, and how he has a friendly way about him, but you wouldn't want to turn your back on him unless you were a friend.
You keeping busy, pal?
Nah, the place has been pretty quiet the last couple of days.
Why don't I save the shooting range for next time, as well as the photo zoom in, enhances, reveals. This is the outdoor of the range. We'll head to the basement.
Lockup.
Lockup. How's it going? No one else in here except for you.
Are they letting me out?
I'm not the one who makes that decision.
I suppose it's my turn to bear the cross for the cause.
Who are you, anyway?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
I got some more questions for you.
Your associate, Ms. Steele, has already taken my statement. I have nothing more to say unless I have an attorney present.
I got some more questions for you.
Your associate, Ms. Steele, has already taken my statement. I have not...
Right. Not spacebar, not escape. Enter. Thought I'd badger him a little bit. He is excited to be here as well, as you can tell. Get out of here.
Roof.
Head to the roof. We'll end this episode not by going to Chinatown, by heading to our apartment. So we can show it off. Oh, damn spinning fan. Ugh, I've seen that so much. Over all these decades. Thanks, Blade Runner. Perhaps there's an earlier example of that than Blade Runner.
Your floor number, please.
If there is, I don't know it.
Apartments.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I lived with the best gal I'd ever seen. She was 2 now and full of life and love. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it. It was good to have someone warm nearby after completing a dirty job, and the retirement swag from this case would go toward getting her a partner.
Ray McCoy here, feeling his moral obligation, owning a real-life animal.
Maggie, come here, girl. Good doggy. Who's the best dog in the whole world? Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Ugh.
Here you go, baby. Dinner time.
Amazing reach, Ray. There's our home Esper. Inside here, another fan. Ray's bed. We'll use this sometimes to progress chapters. The phone.
No messages. I'm in demand.
A bathroom. And a balcony. We can look out the city. And that'll be where I'll leave you all. Next time, the Esper zoom in enhances. You don't have to find everything. But, you know, we're a competent, capable detective. Definitely not a patsy. Isn't that right, Ray? Also, maybe I will show off that training, shooting, gallery range. See what I can do about busting Crystal Steel's score. And then we'll proceed with the investigation for that great, gallant, wonderful guy, Runciter. Really, if there are any replicants involved, it is our job obligation. We are demanded to shoot to kill. Because in this society, animals carry more significance than those who look like humans, speak like humans, think like humans, and feel like humans. There's some moral significance in there somewhere. Maybe. But maybe there isn't. Take care.